Good to see you, everyone. My name is Robbie Howell, and this is not a throwing axe.
Rather, it is a more generalist, double-bit outdoorsman axe, good for camping, a little bit of woodworking, simple stuff like that. This particular model is the Estwing Black Eagle. Historically authentic throwing axes tend to be much lighter and more aerodynamic than my clunky old Estwing, such as this Francisca, which was the king of early French battlefields in around the 4th to 6th centuries AD. Later on in the Middle Ages, weapons like this hurlbat would also be seen. Note how this sucker is bladed on every side, so it'll hurt you no matter which part sticks. Throwing axes were also found elsewhere in the world. Mambeles like this were prevalent in Africa. Note the lighter, sleeker design, better against cloth and skin than against plate mail armor, though like the hurlbat, it has blades on every side. But just because an axe isn't classified as a throwing axe doesn't mean it can't be effectively thrown. I read a couple of reviews online before purchasing my Estwing indicating that it was fairly well balanced for throwing. I honestly had no idea how much I would enjoy throwing an axe when I was first thinking about getting into it, so I went with the Estwing due to its cheapness and versatility. I would still have a decent hatchet even if I didn't end up enjoying flinging it at trees. So why did I get a throwing axe in the first place? Why would anyone get a throwing axe? Well, I'm not really sure I can answer the former in any sort of satisfactory manner, but I do have an idea of how I would answer the latter.
Nice.
Okay, now be honest with me. Wasn't that cool? Wasn't that like a little bit exciting or engaging? If that got your heart rate going at all and made you want to try it out yourself, you should look into axe throwing. But even beyond the basic Neanderthal satisfaction of watch heavy blade go chop, throwing an axe appeals to the medieval enthusiast in me as well. These weapons have been a part of human battlefields for millennia. They were central to Charlemagne's defeat of the Almoravids. They were a central symbol of Native American tribal warfare millennia before settlers would ever catch glimpse of the New World's coastline. When I pick up one now, I can only imagine how it felt to be charging into battle, hawking your axe at your opponent before closing to melee quarters. In fact, I wonder how effective running and throwing an axe actually is. I mostly stand still when I do it, so let's run a couple of tests.
Oh my god, it worked! And that's a pretty frickin' good hit, too, if I do say so myself. Not bad. Around here. All right, well, say goodbye to your clavicle there, Mr. Enemy. Oh my god. Never in a million years did I think that would work as well as it did. That was a really direct hit, too. Whoo! That's like 2 or 3 centimeters of embedded. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna hit you right in the face too. And it's on the front of the tree. I just took out this poor man's entire front nose bridge and jaw. I feel terrible.
Let's do it again.
Now, believe it or not, I somehow managed to make both of those throws on the first attempt, hence my subsequent looks of amazement. What I am not showing you, yet, are all of the misses that then followed. because that is something you will quickly learn when axe throwing. You will miss a lot. Cue the montage. Miss and bouncing off the tree. Bounce and miss. That one wasn't even close, god damn it. I really hate it when I miss. That wasn't even close. And now I walk of shame. And it is so damn annoying when I miss when I'm throwing at a tree that is rooted to the ground.
Go get him, sausage. So we have our first casualty of the session here. I threw towards this tree, missed completely as per usual. The axe bounces, rolls along this, and jumps up and sticks into this thing. That's a face shot right there. Make sure you are standing behind the thrower at all times.
Faced with a slew of misses, bounces, and non-sticks, you'll start to question your sanity. Why are you even doing this? And then, out of nowhere, the stars will align, and so satisfying. And you feel like an absolute badass. And that's when bad things happen.
What do you have to say for yourself?
That's what you get for playing with axes.
Did you fuck up?
Yes.
I love you though.
That gash took a couple months to heal, and I still have the cut for it. So don't be an idiot like me. Don't get cocky, and try to be safe wherever you can.
Oh, boofer. No, you can't. Don't throw an axe around a dog. He wasn't even wearing protective eyewear.
I won't pretend that I'm not a hypocrite here. My backyard is not OSHA certified. But now, at long last, your arms are starting to get tired, the sun is beginning to set, and you head back inside after a happy afternoon of hurling bits of iron at dead wood. But before you put away that axe of yours, you gotta make sure you clean it and take care of it, or you will have a very rusty and very useless piece on your hands in short order. Good lord, my desk is disgusting. Let me wipe this shit down. Gives me an excuse to clean, I suppose. Greetings and salutations, friends and acquaintances. It's now time for today's segment of Cleaning an Axe with a Complete Amateur. Even though I'm not particularly proficient at this process, I figured it's better than nothing, and has done a little bit to protect my lovely axe over the going on 2 years I have had it for, except for this nasty bit at the end where I completely broke the rubber, but we won't talk about that. To start off, we are going to get a little bit of water on our washcloth and get all the dirt and crap that is caked on over a bunch of missed throws. So... Okay, our next step is going to be giving it a little bit of a sharpen with this file here. Okay, I think we can call that a sufficiently sharpened axe. Next up, we're gonna quickly rinse off the nasty metal filings. Don't overdo it with this bit. You don't want to waterlog the thing, just a little bit of moisture to pick up all the nasty particles. And now that we have a degunked and sharpened axe, we are going to apply a bit of linseed oil. So unfortunately, the lid is caked on, but very conveniently, the file's ass end doubles as a handy little bottle opener
If you are determined enough, of course. I may have damaged it. And there we have it. He's all sharpened, degrimed, polished up. Oily boily boy, happy axe. Time to put him away. A boy and his axe. Nature behind him. Suburban lawns in the distance. Majestic. If I'm honest with myself, I have no idea why I made this video. Beyond the fact that I love throwing my axe, and I think more people would benefit from throwing an axe as well.
Thank you so much for joining me in this little tribute of mine to the throwing axe. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like, and if you'd like to see more about throwing axes, then I'd recommend subscribing to a YouTube channel that actually puts out regular content about them. However, if you enjoy miscellany with a vague focus on hobbies, medieval history, and similar, please do give me a subscribe, and we'll see what topic comes up next. As always, my name is Robbie Howell, and ciao for now.